Certainly. Here's an emotional and inspiring short story based on the title. Lorraine Kelly kicks Meghan Markle off her show after heated argument. Lorraine Kelly had interviewed everyone, prime ministers, pop stars, war heroes, and weeping survivors of unimaginable loss. But nothing had prepared her for the storm that would brew on an otherwise quiet Thursday morning in her London studio. The day began as it always did, production crew bustling, cameras humming, and the scent of foundation and fresh coffee lingering in the air. Lorraine, a seasoned morning show host with a warm Scottish charm and famously level-headed demeanor, flipped through her cue cards. Today's special guest was Meghan Markle. The Duchess had been in the headlines again, this time not for royal controversies but for her newly launched global initiative supporting displaced women. It was bold, politically charged, and, according to some tabloids, dangerously naive. Lorraine, ever the professional, prepared to thread the needle with grace. The cameras rolled. The theme music faded. Joining us this morning is Meghan Markle, Duchess of Sussex, philanthropist, and advocate for women's rights. Lorraine began, her voice as comforting as ever. Meghan smiled, poised and radiant in her navy blouse. The first 10 minutes were light: motherhood, life in California, a recent documentary. Then came the question Lorraine had written and rewritten a dozen times the night before. Meghan, your new foundation has raised millions, but some critics say you're ignoring the complexity of refugee integration. How do you respond to that? Meghan's smile wavered slightly. Complexity doesn't excuse inaction, Lorraine. When women and children are drowning, literally, we don't get to sit in air-conditioned studios and dissect whether they're a logistical burden. We help. Lorraine blinked. The words stung more than they should have. The studio tensed. But Lorraine wasn't one to retreat. No one's suggesting we don't help, Meghan. But isn't nuance important? People are frightened, too. They need security. And displaced people don't. Meghan shot back, her voice rising. You're echoing the same narrative that justifies keeping doors shut. That's privilege speaking, Lorraine, not compassion. Silence. Cameras kept rolling. Something inside Lorraine snapped. Maybe it was the tone, maybe the accusation, maybe the weight of years holding civil discourse together when everyone else seemed to be losing it. Well, if you came here to deliver lectures, not engage in conversation, she said, cold but composed, perhaps you'd be better suited elsewhere. I'm afraid I'll have to end this interview here. Gasps rippled through the crew. Meghan stood, stunned. Excuse me. This is a show, not a stage for personal attacks. Thank you for coming. Meghan walked off set without another word. The cameras cut to commercial. What followed was chaos. By noon, Twitter had exploded. Lorraine Kelly key.